Hello, my name is Sky, and I saw The Rise of Skywalker last night, my time. And I want to give a little review from a fan, and I'm not a pundit, I'm not a critic, I'm just a fan. But I've seen a lot of negativity already, so I just wanted to try to give my perspective, which seems to be a lot more positive than other people. So first, I'll talk about the pros, some of the cons, some things I'm neutral about, and then I can talk a little bit about the overall review, and maybe in other videos I can talk about the character arcs and a little bit more detailed breakdown. And this will be non-spoiler because the movie hasn't even been released in some parts yet, so I want to try to avoid that. So first, starting off with the pros, they had a lot of questions that have been set up in the past couple of movies, and there are many answers in this movie. Maybe the answers are not satisfactory to everybody, but I think overall the fact that we have answers should be a pro, should be considered something satisfactory. Overall, the movie-going experience was amazing. I haven't had so much fun in a movie theater since I can remember. Visually stunning. The score is always amazing. It was emotional, it was impactful, it was exciting. I was on the edge of my seat, and I actually cried from joy and just fun at least 5-6 times, maybe more. There were some things that were expected, which are it's not a bad thing, but there were also a lot of unexpected things. There were some unexpected choices that were made. There were some twists that really caught me off guard, which I was surprised about. And there is a good amount of nostalgia, and I've heard a lot of negativity about nostalgia, too much nostalgia, but this is wrapping up 9 films, and I think there should be some nostalgia there. The acting performances from everybody in the film were very, very, very good. I'm not a fan of Adam Driver. I'm not a fan of Kylo Ren in general, but the performance in this really sold me on the choices they made for his character, and just overall the performances were amazing. Some of the cons for the movie is that it is definitely very fast-paced. It's a little bit messy, but that doesn't take away too much from it. It's not a perfect critical film. It's a fun film, and there's a lot of story that's packed into a short time. I wish the film was longer. I don't know why it was only 2 hours and 20 minutes or something like that, but they definitely had the ability to make it longer, and I wish they would have. But again, there's 9 films being wrapped up into this one, so obviously things are going to go fast, and we're going to wish we had more time. Some of the choices that were made are a disservice to prior films, even in some of the other trilogies. And again, I don't want to say any spoilers, so I will leave that for a later date. But I can understand why they did what they did. It's just a little bit of a disservice in my opinion, but maybe others have a different opinion on that. Some of the things that I'm neutral about are there were a lot of big risks with canon. Some things that were added that I was unaware of, or is something new, or something that's definitely not commonly thought about. There were a lot of new force powers, and that is good in general. We should have something a little new in each movie. You don't want to have the same exact force power over and over and over again, but some of them were just so shocking. They left me questioning, like, what? I even said that out loud, like, how is that possible? I haven't seen anything like that, at least not in the movies. And I think a lot of people will be unhappy about this, in particular, the use of the force powers and the scale that they use them. And I was too at first, but as the movie went on and you understand what they're going for, and some of the questions that we have are become answered, then I think it's a little bit more easy to accept. And I hope people can accept that. And in general, for my review, it was just an amazing theatrical experience. I highly recommend it. I also recommend watching episodes 7 and 8 before going, because there's so much crammed into this movie that it will be helpful if you're on the same page when the movie starts. Although that's not necessary to do that, I just think it will help the film experience. We had many questions answered. There are things in the movie that we've never seen before. There are bold choices, which can be good and bad, but the excitement, the joy, the uncertainty of what was going to happen had me on the edge of my seat, and I hope that you all will go see it and enjoy it. And I think I'll be posting some more videos about the individual characters and how I felt different things were treated, and eventually I can put up a spoiler review if you are interested. Thanks for taking the time to listen to my video.